We have team coverage of tonight's record-setting vote for you. From the race for the president to Tulsa mayor, we had the results that you care about and the races that you want to know. I'm glad to have you with me. I'm Karen Larson. We begin with the race polarizing the nation for the last few months, the race for the White House. Known for being a red state, it's no surprise that Oklahoma's 7 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. You can see the results right there, 69.1% of the vote to Trump. Now we want to show you the popular vote as well. That's the Electoral College vote. Here's your popular vote. The president here elect taking Donald J. Trump there, 52.8%. Kamala Harris with 46% of the vote, a little closer than many Republicans may have expected. Now, there is another big race on the Tulsa ballot, Tulsa's next mayor. The clock barely struck 9 when Monroe Nichols claimed victory, saying that voters helped him make history. While only a few hundred votes separated Nichols and Karen Keith in the primary, tonight the state representative surged to a strong lead and never let go, winning the race over the longtime county commissioner. You can see the results there, 55.5% of the vote, about a 14,000 vote difference, still 96% for the precincts being counted. Now, 2 News anchor Aaron Christie is live at the Nichols Watch Party tonight. Aaron, what a victory speech and party.
Karen, you are not kidding when you're talking about it being a party, and it has been a party since the beginning, since before Monroe Nichols arrived. This crowd was confident that Nichols was going to win the mayor's race. He came out about 9:15, maybe 9:30. He said he wanted to wait until they knew that it was time for him to give his victory speech. He's been walking around. He's thanked his family multiple times. He's thanked his supporters. You know, he said after the primary that he was out fundraised, that it was going to be a fight. And when he came out, he said, one by one, we got those votes. And he has remained committed to his 4 to 5 issues that he says he has a plan to change Tulsa. Take a listen.
I am committed to ending homelessness. I'm committed to improving student outcomes, expanding the economy, and making this sure the safest big city in the country. The work getting that done starts tomorrow morning.
I was ready to tell you that the party was just about to die down, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just about to ramp up again. These people are excited. We are going to send it over to, I believe, Naomi Kitt. I can't hear a lot, so maybe it's back to Karen. Back to you all.
All right, thanks. I do have Naomi Kitt standing by. She has been at Karen Keith's watch party through the night. A tough night for Keith's supporters, Naomi.
Karen, absolutely. You can see the mood here very different within the last 15 minutes. Karen Keith, she conceded this race, and you can see the crowd just left right behind her. But after giving her a loud cheer, after she thanked all of her supporters for all that they've done during this campaign season, she said it's not the outcome that they were hoping for, but she said, quote, she's deeply grateful for the energy, the love, and support. I do want you to take a look at some of the video that we were able to get earlier this evening. Karen Keith was here since about 7 o'clock, shaking supporters' hands, hugging them, thanking them for being here. She just spent hours talking and engaging with her supporters, and within just the last few minutes, she had this to say about the campaign that she's run.
I'm really proud of our team and the supporters who chose integrity, who stayed focused on the real solutions, and who dedicated themselves wholeheartedly to our city.
Now, she says moving forward, they will all support Monroe Nichols and lift him up. She's hopeful the city will move forward, remembering the power of unity over division. Karen, back to you.
Thank you, Naomi. Well, Oklahoma Republicans are celebrating a clean sweep in the congressional races. Representatives Kevin Hern, Josh Burkeen, and Tom Cole all claiming victory tonight. 2 News anchor Sharon Phillips is live at the GOP watch party. Sharon?
Good evening, Karen. I can tell you the energy here is just on fire. It has been like this all night as people wait for these results to roll in. Now, the presidential candidates are fighting for Oklahoma's 7 electoral college votes, and as you announced earlier, former President Donald Trump has won the state of Oklahoma. Now, Oklahoma is traditionally a red state with the longest Republican presidential voting streak among the southern states. The last time Oklahoma backed a Democratic presidential candidate was in 1964. That was when Lyndon B. Johnson won. Now, you may remember back in 2020, former President Donald Trump beat President Joe Biden by 65% to 32%. To win the presidential election, a candidate must earn 270 electoral votes. And during his campaign, former President Trump has focused on the economy, immigration, and crime. And earlier, we caught up with State Superintendent Ryan Walters here at the GOP watch party. He had this to say.
I think that President Trump has invigorated the American people like no other president before him. I think you're going to see record turnout across the country. I think Americans, Oklahomans, are excited to get President Trump back in the White House. So Oklahoma, hey, we're very excited. This is Trump country.
Now, for its part, Oklahoma has seen a boost in voters surpassing 2.4 million ahead of the general election. According to the state election board, our state surpassed 2.4 million voters as of November 1st, 2024. Now, everyone we have spoken with here tonight is very excited about the election, and they are ready to see former President Trump back in the White House. Reporting live in Broken Arrow, I'm Sharon Phillips, 2 News, Oklahoma.
Thank you, Sharon. From the Republican Watch Party now to stay balanced, we head over to the Democratic Watch Party tonight. 2 News Oklahoma's Brody Myers is there. What are you seeing, Brody?
Hey, Karen, not a lot of big electoral victories tonight for the Democrats, but some moral ones, they say. They're leaving their party tonight with a little bit of optimism for the influence they have in this state. Oklahoma doing something this time around. Tulsa, Oklahoma counties, that's where Tulsa and OKC are, of course, a little more pink in the presidential election. Kamala Harris keeping it competitive. You'd have to go back to 2004, the last time a single county went for a Democrat in Oklahoma's presidential race. Barack Obama, Joe Biden not picking up a single one. Bruce Niemi is the chair of the Tulsa County Democrats. I asked him what else he'd like to see going forward.
Well, I think a moderation in the tone of American politics would be really great.
Again, not a whole lot of big electoral victories for the Democrats tonight, but they do see some optimism as their influence starts to grow, perhaps, in this state. Reporting in Tulsa, Brody Myers, 2 News, Oklahoma.
Thank you, Brody. Now we're checking in on we talked about checking in on the 3 Supreme Court justices where big money was spent to try and sway voters. Our Samson Tamajani has results from the ballot box for us. Samson?
Yeah, Karen, this has been very fluid tonight, these results. You might have seen commercials campaigning for or against voting to retain these 3 justices on the bench. $3.5 million, by the way, spent by dark money PACs on these. That's by far the most for judicial races in Oklahoma electoral history. Want to show you the first one we got up here. This is what voters have decided about Noma Gurich. As of just a few minutes ago, we have just about over 50% for her retaining her position, a little over 49%, saying no. As for Justice Yvonne Cogger, she, as of now, will not retain her spot. Only 49.7% saying yes, a little over 50% saying no. She, by the way, has 40 years of experience at the Oklahoma State Supreme Court. And lastly, Justice James Edmondson is, for now, keeping his seat at about 51 to 49%, but very close as well for the Muskogee native there. Now, throughout our newscast, I'll also be checking races and propositions in Tulsa and Pittsburgh County. Karen?
Thank you, Samson. Well, with this major election going on, it's been a busy week for Tulsa County election workers. We find 2 News Oklahoma Steph Manchin at the election board downtown, where the poll workers are processing those last-minute ballots. Steph, fill us in.
Yeah, Karen, you can actually see they're still hard at work, and it's no doubt that this year has been a record-breaking year for Oklahoma. No different here in Tulsa County, with voters turning out more than they ever have before in years past. I talked with Gwen Freeman with the Tulsa County Election Board, and she said she expects tonight to take a while to get all of those results. Reflecting on years past, though, she says with she says it's hard to compare this election to 2020's election just because of the pandemic. But if you take a look at the numbers in 2016 to this year, it's clear voter participation has climbed quite a bit. This year, 26,000 people in Tulsa County took advantage of early voting. 8 years ago in 2016, that number was just 18,000. Seeing a surge in voters this year, though, was something Freeman says she and her colleagues expected.
If you've kept track of, the news or social media or, any of those things, we have a very engaged electorate for this presidential election. So I do believe that, yes, we were expecting tremendous crowds and are again for today. By the time we close the polls again, I think it'll be a record.
Now, while polls have closed, anyone who is standing in line at their precinct at 7 is still given the opportunity to cast their ballot, which could lead to later results coming in. But Freeman does expect that this year or after today, after Election Day, while records have already been set, more will roll in today. She asks for patience as they work. As you can see behind me, they've been working for hours to get those election results finalized to bring us those answers. Reporting in Tulsa, Steph Manchin, 2 News, Oklahoma.